Hello and welcome to the Onward VR Charity All-Stars Tournament. I'm your host, Shipwreck, and tonight we have Mith's Marauders versus Grimtide. So, if you've been following along, let me get over here to this right quick. So, if you've been following along, Mith Marauders went up against Delray in round 1. They lost that round 1, so now this is a double elimination tournament. So now tonight they go up against Grimtide. So tonight's loser is done. Whoever wins, they continue this fight, and they will be going up against Marauders in the second round. So a lot of pressure on both of these teams. So yes. So, but yes, this is a double elimination round. Mithril Marauders, they did lose to Delray in round 1. Grimtide, they lost to Party Animals in round 1. So they already have one elimination under their belt. Whatever team loses, they're done. So here we go. Let's take a look at some of the players who are rostered on these teams. So I'm going to start out with the rostered players who are playing tonight. So Grimtide is playing that Knight in Shining Armor, the Crusader 2007, Elvoids, Rushex, GT Reaper, and Wicked Hex. They also have Scopy. I call him Joe with the YX, Mr. Hello Speed as well. Those are also rostered players. They're not in this first round, so we may see them coming up. Now over to Mithril Marauders, we have Indie Couch, that little sweet cuddly koala bear. We have Xer 98, Ivans 123, and Salty Foo. We also have, who's rostered, Select Pie, Boredom, Ghost Killer, and Mithril Marauder himself. So we are still waiting on the lobby to fill up, so we will get into a little chit chat about the first map choice and how all that goes down. So it is very similar. It's just a rolling ban. So the team captains just start banning maps out of the 9 maps in the map pool, and they keep banning until, taking turns banning a map until there's only 3 maps left, and those are the 3 maps they're going to be playing. So the first one on the list to be played is Egress. With that being said, that first objective is going to be the gas station objective. So there are a few hidden blind cap spots, as I like to call it. So it makes it real difficult to have just one person on OBJ expected to protect all those lines. So yep, we are waiting. So yeah, but Egress, we saw Egress last night in the, what match was that? I have all my notes right here from it. Yeah, Peapods versus Migops. It was also their first map choice, and Peas Pods, no, it was their third map. Sorry, their third map choice. So it did come down to this map, Egress, in their match last night. So Peapods did come out on top 4-3 down to the wire on the last round 7. So solid gameplay from both of those teams. Now I'm pretty pumped to see what Grim Tide and Mith Marauders have for us as far as their defense and pushes. We've seen a lot of we really didn't see too many like utility kills. Like, this map has a lot of opportunity to get those kills. So yeah. Oh no, we have Select Pie coming in for Mithril Marauders. Let's go over to that team screen right quick. There we go. Got some pretty gnarly looking logos popping up on the screen right there. So we do have a lot of teams, or VRML teams, represented in these all-star tournaments, and it all came down to captain's picking. So we don't have it, but I do see we have quite a few VRML teams represented in this. So, but yeah, here we go. We're about to start round 1. Mithril Marauders going to be starting on Vault. Here we go.
We good.
All right, Grim Tide starting out. Let's see, do we have any type of C4 or anything? Yes, we do. Xer does have some C4. Let's see where that's going to be placed. Now let's come over here to GT's push. Oh, Ivan's
minus
taking Crusader.
44.
Voids quickly sending Ivan's back to the tent. Real quick aggression. We still have Wicked Hex in the office, and we do have one push in mid. Reaper throwing smoke out. Another smoke goes out. Very well placed for a blind throw. Salty rotating on that smoke. As he comes out, Salty's gonna be right there. Or I say that. Oh, another smoke on objective. Danger close. Here comes the blast. Ooh, pre-fire's deep out. Let me get that volume a little bit down. Yeah, there we go. Reaper is on objective. There we go. There we go. Sending that cap right off the rip. Catching. Man, real quick, that slight pause, that's aggression at its finest. 100% aggression. What pulled that off right there. That was intense. Sorry about that volume. Hopefully I did get that corrected right quick before it got too crazy loud in y'all's ears. All right, let's see what we got right here. Going into round number 2, let's see if Mithril Marauders can come back and match that aggression. Yeah, come back and match that aggression that Grim Tide just sent out over Mith's Marauders. I mean, that was very fast. I mean, 4 minutes and 12 seconds remaining on the clock. GT was on a mission and he pushed directly there and he played it out. I mean, honestly, I'd go buy some scratch tickets, some lotteries, because I mean, The smokes went out. Salty Food, they started pre-firing, and then there was a pause in the pre-fire, and then he pushed in and was able to send that objective. So let's get into it. Here we go as Grim Tide starts their defense, already 2 up in round number 2. All right, are we having any C4? Yeah, Crusader does have some C4. He got dropped out pretty quick early in the match. Ooh, we got a 3-man push that Wicked's gonna be contending. Ivans and Salty. Yep, just setting up, being methodical. We're not seeing the aggression like we saw coming from Grim Tide. Trying to get that intel, that spacing, allowing. Let's see what's going on over here, if there is a line on this. So Select Pie does look like he's maybe trying to anticipate a flanker. Indie Couch pushing in with Evans and Salty Foo. Crusaders still in the lower garage. Wicked Hex in this little cubby. This wicked little cubby. It's a safe space he can vape in. Alright, Ivan's pushing down. Crusader may have this line right here. He still has a C4 on him, so. Oh, Crusader has to watch out. He doesn't see what we're seeing. Oh, look at that. I think Ivan sees him. Oh! Crusader's just downed. Salty Foo being a little sneaky ninja. Hearing Reaper on his call-outs. Decided to hold the tablet. Ooh, is this going to be a fast one right here? Another cap. Tablets out. Tablets out. No one's crashing. No one's here. It looks like it's going to be a quick 2-2. As Salty Foo sends the objective. This is going to have my numbers all thrown off now. So we are going into round number 3. And it's 2-2. Holy cow. All right, so the gas station objective was not challenging enough for either Grim Tide or Mith's Marauders. Both teams were able to send the uplink. We now move to the South Construction objective. So this, a whole lot more paths to get to OBJ at the gas station compared to this objective. This objective is bottlenecked. You can either come in from the east or the west. I mean, it doesn't matter what way you get there. You can go through the middle, the north. It doesn't matter. The only way you're getting to the objective is from the east side or the west side in the far south. It is bottleneck, so with 2 ways to enter, 5 people defending, this can be a heavily guarded objective. I'm kind of pumped. I'm ready to see how many caps we can get. How many objectives are going to be sent. Let's get this going. Oh, yeah. So Salty taking it to heart. He was like, we got capped on. They have to get capped on. Oh, Mith is back in now. Select pie. Stepping out. And Mith is going to be the only one up contending this actual spawn. Crusaders getting shot at. Oh, Wicked Hex takes out the Crusader on a TK. Easily assisting. Oh, Reaper and Mith right here.
-1.
Oh, and Reaper trades with Xer. Wicked Hex coming in on the revive. That was hot and fast. Hot and fast right there. Let's see what they do as they link back up. Ivans and Indie Couch watching this west side push. Salty still in the east. A frag does go out, doesn't reach over. Indie taking out Reaper. Here goes Wicked Hex peeking his VRML teammate. Oh, Indie Couch takes out Rush X in that position. Wicked has to know where his teammate's playing. Taking pop shots. Oh, and Wicked takes out Indie. Salty Food takes out Wicked. Salty Food takes out one in the east. It's all left up to Wicked. That's a bit of a tongue twister right there. So let's hop into this tactical Uber right here. Driven by Wicked Hex. Be sure to give him 5 stars after this tactical Uber ride. Now, so far, they've already set this precedence of sending objectives. This objective is going to be kind of hard to get that accomplished. But let's see what Wicked Hex from Grim Tide can do. Salty already rotating back to objective. Ivan still maintaining discipline on his defensive line. Not anticipating this rotation. I say that as Ivan turns around and checks it. Let's come over here to Wicked. See what he has. He is going to be going up against 2 Salty Foo and Ivans. Two minutes and 20 seconds left. Still a good amount of time. Being sneaky. The 2-minute mark right now. Got some noise discipline. Checking that tablet, getting code memorized. Doing a solid clearing of construction down here. Now if Salty peeks this, oh, here we go. Minute 19. Oh, Wicked heard a call out. Wicked heard something. He's pushing to the sound. Oh, you heard him over here. Right here. Look at that. Look at that. He's not going to peek this side. Ivan's setting the trap, and there it is. Myths coming in, taking that round. Man. Intense. So, no one's really standing out. Izens and Salty Foo both top fragging for the map, and Mithril Marauders with 3. Salty Foo did send the objective. So we have a 3-way tie over here on Grim Tide for top fragger. We have Rush X, Reaper, and Wicked Hex. Both are all 3 with 2 kills. But GT Reaper with that cap. That's super aggressive cap. So, yeah, like I said before, Select Pie filling in briefly for Mithril Marauder, the team captain of Mith's Marauders. Mith. That's a lot. That's challenging with a southern accent. I can say that. That's why I say, you'll hear me say, call it Mithril's Marauders. If not, it just sounds like I'm saying Miss Marauder. It is all right though. So Grimtide trying to attack and get real aggressive on that northwest side push really didn't help them out. So now Mithril's team, they pushed it more slow and methodical and then pushed in. So let's see what their strategy is in this south construction objective. All right, they did get that south spawn, that quick spawn. So Salty already having a line. Crusader, I guarantee Crusader flashed himself right there. I would give that a solid 98% he has flashed. Callouts have been made. Oh, and Salty Foo pushes up just enough. And Crusader's holding the line, stopping Indy from getting the revive. Crusader, the knight in shining armor, did take out Xer, but now is rotated to a mid to late line in that position. Yeah, Salty can still be revived. Wicked Hex. Look at this. This could be devastating for Ivans as he pushes it up, or even, well, no, not for Indy Couch. But if they decide to rotate around Crusader's position like Ivan's about to do right here, this could be pretty bad for Ivan's position. As Ivan pushes up. Oh, Indie Couch is going for Crusader right here, knowing exactly where he's at. Is he going to get the kill in time, or is Wicked Hex going to come in and get the flank? And it looks like Wicked Hex is, oh my gosh, right there. Wicked Hex finishes off Salty Foo after the revive, after all the work Ivan did to get there. Crusader pushing out, hungry for that kill. Let's come over here. Yeah, they are straight pursuing Ivans over here. Still trying to keep an eye on Mithril pushing the west. Here we go. Yeah, they are. Oh, Rush X does stop that. It's all up to Ivans now. Ivans going up against 5 Grim Tide members. And they are hunting. They are hunting hard. Ivans does take out Wicked Hex as he shoots and rotates, takes out the Crusader with the trade, bringing it to a 3-3-4 egress. Close matchup. I mean, it's been neck to neck this whole match. You cap, I cap. You win, I win. Let's do it. It all comes down to this next round. And we shall be at the Northwest Warehouse objective. This also has some blind cap opportunities. You can cap in that warehouse. In that east warehouse, in the door. So yeah, there's a lot of positions, or a couple of positions you can cap on, and there's not that one position. If you're last man up on OBJ, it's hard to defend that objective in a stationary position. You have to be fluid and check constantly all these different locations, bringing up the difficulty level of this objective that much more compared to other objectives without those blind cap positions, or being able to send the uplink from a concealed position. All right, we are sitting here. Let's look at what we have now. Ivan's top fragging for the map, and Mithril Marauders with 5 kills, and for Grim Tide you have Wicked Hex with 4 kills. So Mithril and his Marauders are going to be starting off on Volk on this final round of egress. Let's get into it right now. Here we go. It looks like, let's see what we have here. A strong 3-man push right up the center. Crusader already getting a quick line. Wicked Hex pushing up main road, looking into that east warehouse. Crusader starting to peek out as Voids comes out of office. And yeah, whoever threw that, was that Wicked? That was a John Elway toss right there. Reaper has been spotted by Xer. And the flashes go out. Oh, Crusader does take out Indie Couch in front of the mall. Reaper pushes into the objective. Oh, Salty Foo. Oh, look at that. I flew through the window. Salty Foo takes out Reaper. Xer takes out Wicked Hex. Xer. Alright, Voids. Voids and Rushek. That's all that's left. Salty Foo pushing out. Gonna get the next kill. Yes, it's all up to Rush X right now. Pushing in from construction. A little bit off on the timing on this aggressive push. So they're coming in waves. You had a strong initial wave, and then you get these little baby waves. You had Voids pushing on the north. You have Rush pushing in from the south. It is a 1v4 right now. A lot of weight is on Rush X shoulders right now. Let's hop in this tactical Uber right quick. Nope. Here we go. Rush X driving this tactical Uber for us. As he pushes in around the southwest side. There is a line. Let's go check that. As Ivan's holding this. Rush not peeking. The barrels has concealed him until now. And Mith rules Marauders wins first round egress 4-3. A very fast paced. Top fragging is going to be Ivans with 6 kills for Mith rules Marauders. Crusader and Wicked Hex top fragging for Grimtide. GT Reaper did get a cap, and so did Salty Food. All right, and we are getting into the next map, which is going to be Bazaar. All right, so let's get these entered. Let's see if there's any new faces in here. I'm not seeing any new faces for Mithril's team. And Voids, Rush X, Reaper, Crusader, Wicked Hex for Grim Tide. Yep, nope. Same lineup, same roster as the first map. Going into the second map, which is going to be Bazaar. This is very similar, I would say, to Egress in map size and the tactics used. I mean, you have a few long lines, but nothing like Downfall or anything else. This is going to be an urban warfare CQB style play. There can be some aggression. You can get from one side of the map to the next fairly quickly. And yeah, so I could foresee Grim Tide taking advantage of that, their aggressiveness that has already shown on Egress that, hey, if we push aggressive, we can get this cap and we can win a Marsoc win, which is a step forward than just Volt trading. So let me double check. Yep, everybody is in the lobby, so we should be starting up here shortly. We are starting on the East Tank objective. So it is mid-street. You do have 2 spawns in the north. You have one in the north center of the map, or you have one in the northwest of the map. So you see a lot of common things on the north center spawn. You see more of a push on the east and still pushing into Bazaar. You will still see those smaller flanks, but you see more players getting involved in Bazaar or on that east flank, pushing directly to objective on the outskirts of the map. You may have one push off to the far west and doing that slow, off-paced push from the rest of their team. Now, if they do get the northwest spawn, it's more common to see going and contending center Bazaar or making that southwest push into the south and doing that south flank coming up from behind. So who knows? We shall see. But Mith, hopefully they've analyzed and said, hey, if they get aggressive, this is what we need to do to stop it. They were able to stop it, and no caps were able to be sent. They did try to get aggressive on that last push on egress. It didn't work out, but they still got danger close. They got 2 players right there on objective. So it's not a foolproof guaranteed victory, but it is. It's worth a shot. All right, here we go. As Mith's Marauders did get the northwest spawn, so you do have that one Ivan's pushing in. Oh, a 4-man push into the south.
You're gonna have to rob somebody.
Oh, wow. He lost. Oh, he got his gun back. That would have been a bad fight right there. So they are going to be contending in a heavy south push. Ivan's taken up shop in the center Kiot. Wicked Hex Crusader pushing pretty far off objective based on what we know as viewers and casters, what Marsoc's doing.
Yeah, I'm on the 2nd floor right now.
So Salty Foo pushing up into Blue Room by Ice Cream Truck as Mithril, Xer, and Select Pie. Select Pie came back in. Reaper is in the south contending this. He will, that's a solid, devastating line. That he will drop at least one, and then maybe the others may see him. He may shoot and rotate out, but this is most likely a guaranteed kill for Reaper. And when that shot goes out, if the other Grimtide members have that situational awareness. Yep. There is that -1. Oh, GT left his tablet behind. He did get smoked. Xer did lose the gunfight as Reaper rotates back to send out a frag and rotates out. Did he get his tablet? I don't think he did. Oh, Select Pie. Oh, Salty coming in clutch, taking out Reaper. Salty Foo pushing out. Rush X is here in this. Smoke is out on objective. Oh, who is that? Wicked Hex has that line. Oh, Wicked X comes in. Oh, didn't have his gun up. Rush X wins that gun battle right there. Ivans is aware of Rush's position now. That call out should be made as Wicked Hex rotates his position. Oh, Ivans takes out Voids. Trying to come back on this. Yeah, Rush, they are going to have to shift their defenses a little bit. Because right now there are holes on this objective, I do believe. Let's go check this out. They're coming from the south. If they hide behind the tank, Wicked will not have them. Rush, okay, they do have it pretty much sewn up. But if anything happens to Rush, Wicked is going to have to crash hard and fast to objective. And get through Ivan. Or, yeah, get through Ivan if he does not try to peek this. Oh, he's going to get shot in the back. Yeah, by Wicked Hex holding that line. Mithril. Trying to hold a line, seeing if anybody rotates out on that advantage, that higher vantage point. We do have Select Pie pushing around, gonna pinch Rush X. Come over here. Yes, Rush is hyper-focused, but I do like this defense setup. I mean, no one's going to come in and get a flick onto Rush if Wicked's in that location. And Rush has direct eyes on uplink. All right, the first map score is 4-3. Lipinski is asking, and that went to Mith. Oh, the frag goes out. And the... Oh, let me get over here. Yeah, Mith does get the objective. All right, Mith sending that uplink. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. They got the kill. They got the kill. That's what it was. Just one. Sorry. I've got Lipinski in the chat asking me what's the first map scores. It's okay. Sorry about that. So, that was an opportunity. That was a very well executed play from Mith's team. They knew where Rush was. They had a solid idea that Wicked was in the northeast based off the gunshots and how Ivan got killed coming out of Blue Room. So that frag was just perfectly placed right there at Rush. And Mith took advantage of that, pushed in, and got that first round victory right there as Marsoc. So yeah, there's that advantage that they need, especially starting off on that Marsoc position. All right, let's go into round number 2 and see how aggressive they're gonna be. Grim Tide and their aggression. Let's see if there's...
I'd have Select do it. It's tall enough.
Alright, so... we do have the... I wouldn't say polar opposite, but quite an opposite. You have Crusader, Rush X, and Voids pushing along the north. I don't know if they're going to be pushing... Kiot, yep. Pushing into Kiot. Probably going to be going into...
One's trying to cross.
Mithril stopping or not stopping. Right now it's stopped, but at least slowing down that south push. Crusader. Oh, salty food.
Might as well finish this on.
Takes out Rush. As Voids and Crusader are in the east courtyard. Crusader pushing into blue room. As Xer has that line. Wicked Hex did manage to cross into the south. Reaper rotating out of that push. Salty. Crusader hunting for Salty. May get a piece of Voids. I think they know, they haven't, Salty has an idea of where they're at, they just don't know exactly where. Both rotating out, and Mithril does take out Reaper, and Xer finishes off Crusader as he peeks.
One is down.
Select Pie takes out the push. It's all up to Voids. He can get Reaper. Yeah, Reaper calling out Ivans. Ooh, Void's taking out Salty. Yeah, no more utility coming from Mithril. We got a lot of comms going down. Now it's a 2v4.
I'm gonna rotate out of here. I'm gonna go east. That was northeast, watch out.
Alright, the last two. Think they are aware that the revive went out. Oh, they don't know it went out. Peekaboo as Ivans picks him up. Oh, the C4 popped off a little bit early. Oh, and Voids, the last one up. And Ivans from Refrigerator takes Voids out, leaving Marauders 2-0 on Bazaar. Solid gameplay, especially Mith stopping that south push. Really slowed everything down. Salty Foo from a distance contending that east courtyard and that north push. So stopping that quickly, dwindling those numbers down and slowing that aggression off the rip. Phenomenal gameplay coming out of there. I mean, luckily Voids was there to get the revive onto Reaper, possibly coming back. After hearing those call outs of, hey, he's over here trying to get the revive, I would have played it off like I didn't get the revive. So now they're not anticipating that second person. I hear it all the time. I mean, Voids just did it too. Oh, I'm downed. He was the last one up. If he was downed, he wouldn't be making that noise. It would be the round over. But we have swapped objectives to the West Market objective. This has a lot of blind cap spots over here, so, and they did get the south spawn, so let's get into it. So pushing up the center as Xer is the first one to. Wicked Hex did get tagged, not enough for a down, but Xer has pushed into West Courtyard. And Xer making money moves over here.
Yeah, he's dead.
Putting smoke out on objective. Salty Foo is danger close to objective. In blue room. Void's right here thinking he's in mini market. Throwing that utility away thinking he's over there. But they are pushing in hard and heavy. Voids and Marauder about to get into it right here. Oh, Voids is flash. Jumps right into the bullets. And so does Salty Foo. Ivan's coming around on the west. On the rotation. Takes out Rush. Ivan's pushes on the cap. Reaper crashes back. Ivan's on objective. Xer. They think it's safe. And they won Mithril Marauders. 4-0 on Bazaar. Sending the cap that quick. Top frag is Ivan's with 5 and the one to send the objective. That was hot and fast. 4-0. So, right now, Mithril's Marauders is moving on. 100%. In this tournament, it's the best out of 3 maps. They've taken Egress 4-3. They've taken Bazaar 4-0. So there we go. A lot of objectives sent. In this match alone, there's been 3 objectives sent. That's phenomenal. That is phenomenal. So let's see what's going on. We shall see. I do not believe so, but let me get that confirmation before I tell y'all. I do not believe so. What? Yes, so this is a double elimination tournament. This was the single elimination bracket. So right now, Grim Tide is out of this tournament. Mithrils Marauders will be advancing to the next round, and let me get to that right quick. Let me pull up the live. Mithrils Marauders will be going up against Migops. Migops lost yesterday for the first time to Peapods. So now Mithril and his Marauders are gonna have to fight all the way through this until the end without losing another match. So that is gonna be the end of the match for tonight. It is confirmed from Mith. So so we also have Party Animals and Masterium also in the single elimination bracket. We have Delaray and Peapods advancing into the semifinals. That's all we have for now. So we will be getting those matches scheduled. So be sure to check out the YouTube, check out the VR charity tournaments, Discord. There should be a link in the bio and in the description. I'm not 100% because I don't write them out, but Noah and Lipinski, yes, they are there. Yeah, go there, check it out and go see. Delray Peapods are in the semifinals. You've got Migops versus Mithril Marauders and Party Animals versus Mysterium in the single elimination bracket. Whoever loses in these single elimination brackets are done and out of it. So, yes. So be sure to tune in, check the Discord, check the YouTube for any updates on these future matches. Until next time, thanks for watching. Thanks for all the ones who commented in the chats and stuck around and watched the match. We appreciate it, and thank you. Until next time, y'all be good.